Hi, welcome back to another Underground Virtuosos video. My name is Paul, and I'm a violin viola teacher located in San Diego, California. So today we're going to be talking about two steps to help you have a more relaxed left hand, specifically the fingers. So left hand tension is something we all experience a lot in our playing. Um, we know a lot of times maybe we're playing something difficult, playing something fast, double stops, we are vibratoing the notes, and then all of a sudden our left hand is tensing up, and that prevents us from playing at our best. And so today we're going to try to discuss and how to fix that, just with some simple exercises. And you can get your instrument if you like to do it with me. Okay, so the first exercise is we're going to be tapping the finger down, and after we tap the finger down, we're going to release that pressure really quickly. So I don't know if you can see it here, but it looks something like this. So you can see that little space in between my finger and the fingerboard, right? This is just me with my finger resting on the string. So I tap really quick and I release that. Now, those of you that have tried harmonic before or have just messed around on your instrument, if you don't put your finger pressure all the way down, it doesn't create a solid note, right? Sometimes you have a harmonic note, sometimes you have a whispery note, something like this. Right? I'm not putting my finger down, putting pressure down. I'm simply having it just sitting on top of the string. So that's the idea. So after you quickly tap it down, you're going to release and have that pressure just off. Now this is training you to have a very, very relaxed hand after you have put your fingers down. Okay, so that's the important part, is that we're striking the finger down, but then immediately releasing all the tension, including the fingertip pressure, because that's the first step to getting rid of any tension that might want to stay there once we have the finger down. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna have my bow. This is not an exercise you need to have your bow with, but if you would like to try with me, then feel free to do so. So I'm gonna play an open A, and then I'm gonna strike my second finger down. Then I'm gonna release that immediately after I strike it down. So open A first. Yeah. Okay, so you can hear this whispery note that you hear. That's because my finger is no longer pressing down after I have dropped it onto the string. So let me try a different finger. Let's do a third finger for you. So same thing, open A, and then strike. Okay, so that's the idea of this exercise. And once you can comfortably do this on all four of your fingers, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you try it a few times, you can go in a row. You can go something like this, or you start with a 1. Right, you can just play in a row going up and down, and after that you can play normal. But what you're going to be looking out for is, after you strike each finger down, is anything tensing up? Are you going and you're squeezing, 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 or are you releasing any of the pressure? If you do it correctly, your thumb, that's a big one of the biggest tells, is that if your thumb is squeezing against the neck, then most likely you're putting a lot of pressure on the fingers as well. So pay attention to your thumb. Another way to tell is if your hand is relaxed, your palm in this area. Does it feel like stiff, or does it feel pretty relaxed, and that your fingers above are pretty relaxed as well? Even though you put it down, it still remains relaxed. Okay, so those are two ways to tell if you're relaxed or not. Now, moving on to the second step, a second exercise to help you get your fingers a little bit more relaxed. So we talked about putting the fingers down, but now we have to talk about fingers releasing. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with 1, 2, 3, and 4 down, all 4 together. And then you're just going to lift. But when you lift your finger off, I want you to think about gently gracing the finger before that. Okay, so I'm going to start. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to start with the pinky lifting off. But when I lift off, I'm going to grace the third finger. So as you can see here, I am going across that third finger when I release. Okay, notice that my pinky comes to a very, very relaxed position, relaxed state. So when you're relaxed, yeah, if you shake your hand and you just bring your hand up without doing anything to it, that's pretty much your relaxed state. So when you bring your finger back, you're going to that relaxed state. Okay, same thing now if you go from 3 to a 2. Same idea, grace the side and relax. And then the 2 to a 1, same idea, and then 1 to 0. Okay, so once again, 4 to a 3, grace, 3 to a 2, grace, 2 to a 1, grace, and you're nice and relaxed. Okay, this obviously, it's not really ideal for us to be moving our fingers that far away from the string. As you can probably hear sometimes teachers say, oh, have your string stay closer, but stay closer to the string. Have your fingers stay closer to the string, because that will save you time and effort to have to bring it back. But the problem is sometimes students develop this tension in their hand where they're trying to just get their fingers to do this and just try to stay as close and as still as possible. And then you start to lose that finger flexibility and articulation a little bit if you do too much of that. So this exercise, even though you're bringing it away, it's just training you to relax properly. Once you can do that, you can try playing it. You can go faster. You can go in a row in one bow. Right? But don't, so when you start doing this, don't just lift your finger straight up and then it's still kind of stiff. Like, you see, now it becomes a little uneven because my fingers don't feel very comfortable, as opposed to I'm releasing. Okay, so that's the second exercise, and when you start with your bow, that's just to check if you got it. And remember to just start slow, just go bottom, 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 and remember it's a gentle grace to the previous finger. So those are the two steps in getting your left hand to be a little bit more relaxed with the fingers. You can definitely apply those things into your normal music, especially if you have some really fast music or much more difficult things. You can apply to it, and you can do the one where you tap and then release that pressure, and then do the one where you release your fingers. All of this will put you into a better perspective of how to approach those passages, because every single time we face something difficult, we want to tense up, we want to try, right? Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope it has helped you. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Please comment if you have any suggestions or thoughts, ideas, and please subscribe. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.